gonna make a waterfall come out of this 25-ton stone truck. Hey everybody, it's Jack from Atlantis Water Gardens. Today we're in Prescott, Arizona. I'm here with Biezad and Brian Helfrich, two good friends of mine, and we've got a really kind of one-off interesting project going on here.
So we're working with the Chris Miller. Chris Miller, if you don't know him, is a artist, right? I mean, he's just straight up artist. He's done a few of these stone trucks. I believe this is the 5th one in the entire planet.
Okay, I'm Chris Miller from Vermont, sculptor, 44 years. This is number 5 stone truck. One in Vermont, Georgia, Maryland, Texas, and now Arizona. This is a 53 Chevrolet, modeled after my client Bob here, his actual truck, which is on a 74 four-wheel drive chassis and lifted. So it's way monster lifted, jacked, and it's 1 1/4 size, so it's a quarter bigger all the way around. We're gonna have water coming out of the back window here, flowing down, add more water in the truck bed, and then you guys are gonna do your magic through here.
And he's having us come out to do water features all around it. So I can kind of walk through with exactly what we're gonna do, but it's gonna be hard to picture because I don't even think we know exactly what we're doing yet. But we're gonna get a pool underneath that truck over there. And then I don't know if you can see this grade change, but we have about a 3-foot grade change from down in here to over there. So we'll get a big 3-foot high waterfall falling this way towards all of this traffic over there. And then we're gonna get about a 4-foot waterfall coming out of the bed of this truck over here. So water's gonna pool up in this truck, spill out this way into another pool, which will then feed another waterfall that ties in with that waterfall. So waterfalls all over the place, and really just to help complement what Chris and his guys are doing over here. So really exciting, and hopefully we can beat the weather because I'm already feeling some sprinkles. I think you bring that. So this actually came together really quick. We framed out this waterfall, and one of the nice things about working with large rocks is we built this entire giant waterfall out of 3 big boulders. It's ultimately going to have the illusion that it comes out from underneath this area here, so we're going to create more of a pool. We'll probably get another little 3-inch drop someplace in here. We've got some really nice rock that's going to work out for that, and we'll match the characteristics of this spill stone here. So we're going to get a waterfall that kind of comes into this area with this pool. This turned out awesome. We even said we got lucky. The way this matched up with this, and there's like this little bowl right here. So all this water is gonna come across this natural high area here. We'll keep that water directed over to here. It's gonna fall, hit this, crash, give us some of that white water that we need to make it more visible from the street. Then if we come over to this side, again, only 3 boulders, right? We got 1, 2, 3. And so this frames out this waterfall into here. This frames out this. This will drop like this and then move down through here. And we'll probably get 1 more back in here tomorrow. before we move to a stream all the way back to underneath the tailgate of the truck over there.
And the idea is that the truck is kind of sunk in behind the waterfall, almost like it's driving through like a rocky area, right?
The reason this truck is jacked up because it's a rock crawling truck, right? Like it loves crawling over this stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
All right, rock and roll. See you tomorrow. Day 2 is looking really sunny out here. And last night, Chris and those guys finished up a lot of the truck. I mean, all the major parts are done. I think he's got some windows left to put in it and a couple things for finish work, but that thing's looking awesome. Now we want to get up underneath the middle of the truck here. We're going to dig a pool in, and this is where we're going to be putting 2 of our pumps. So we've got a 9PL and a 5 to 9. This is going to be putting out about 14 or 15,000 gallons an hour. So we're going to have a pooling area here, and then from there it's going to feed a smaller waterfall before it goes off the main drop into our reservoir. Once that's in, we're going to come around the outside here. We've got to retain all the soil. Right now we're up a good 3.5 to 4 feet from sidewalk grade. There is actually a walk that's going to go around the outside of this entire feature. People can walk around, they can get right up through here, see the front of the waterfall, and then back around. So a little walking area, but this all has to be built up with boulders. We want to use large outcroppings. We're not really looking to make a wall. We want to have it where it's staggered rocks, kind of countersunk in behind each other, layering it back, creating spaces for planting. Then once that's in, we can go ahead and carve our pool that's going to be up underneath the truck. We've got to get our liner way up underneath here, almost to where this rear axle is. So this way, any water that might bleed backwards underneath this fall here gets captured by liner and gets sent down the rest of our stream system. Then somehow we've got to fish plumbing up into here. We've got a 1-inch line that we've got to feed to a spillway underneath the Chevy side. That's gonna be spilling into here. And then the rest of the water we're gonna dump in down the bottom here, let it well up, and then come off this tailgate, which I feel like is probably gonna be the most time-consuming part, getting that plumbing up under there. Number one, we don't really wanna see it, so we're gonna come in behind one of those tires and kind of snake it up inside the truck, and then from there we'll probably split it into our 2 separate lines. We got some Arizona heat headed our way today, so let's get this thing rolling.
What we've got going on in here, this is our manifold for the waterfall coming out of the back window and the tailgate. So we've got our 3-inch line coming in here. This is that 5 to 9 pump, and we're going to have this ball valve going up to our spillway. This is coming out the back window, and this is going through bulkhead fitting that we're going to have on that liner. That'll push that water through the bed of the truck. So once this is connected, once our liner is flipped over and our bulkhead fitting is exposed, we'll thread in this MPT fitting and be able to glue in, and we'll be plumbed.
All right, I think we've got the last of the machine-sized boulders set up in here. The last thing we have to do up in this area, you can see how we've got our 2 3-inch lines coming in over here. Those are going to feed 2 separate spillways. The reason we've got 2 separate spillways is because this waterfall, we want as much water as possible coming over. So we have about 18,000 gallons of water per hour coming through this space here. So those spillways will sit way back in here. We'll try to get them back here as far as we possibly can. They're going to sit lower than the top of this, which will create more of a pool in here before that water then pools up and then spills this way.
Inside of the truck, done. Streams and waterfalls, done. Stone truck, done. That just leaves one thing.
Let's turn this thing on. Look at that.
What do you think, Bob?
This is terrific. Just incredible. Very beautiful. Was passing away of breast cancer, and that's the reason for this. She asked me if I'd build her a bench, put her name on it, and so I had this project going on. I had this location. Decided to see if I couldn't do a water feature to go along with my mom's bench. So my mom passed away, and this is a tribute to my mother. Awesome.
Oh man, what an incredible 4 days, right? I don't know how much more we could have done to make this really pop, and I feel like we did the truck justice without taking away from it.
The truck is obviously the center, it's a focal point of the entire thing, right? And we didn't want to take away from that at all. In fact, we were talking with the landscaper about how important it is to actually set plants in here to really, you know, focus in on the truck that much more.
Yeah, it's gonna pop like from the intersection, which is right behind us here. You got Route 89 up there, huge amount of traffic here. This place is gonna be known as the Stone Truck Waterfall store, whatever, gas station. Ralph, what are your thoughts?
Oh man, this is just too cool. I mean, how awesome is this that we'll be able to come here and visit and be like, show our kids, our grandkids, yeah, we built that.
Yeah, that thing's definitely not going anywhere in the near future.
No. Bob wanted a big truck with a lot of splash, and look what he got. A big truck with lots of splash.
Yeah, man. This was definitely an out-of-the-box project, not something we really get a chance to do. There's only 5 of these trucks in the world, and to be able to build the waterfall that is showcasing this truck, it was really an honor. Chris is a master stone sculptor, and that's pretty evident. This was an absolute labor of love for him. He's got so many hours building this truck. It's almost unfathomable that he built most of it at his shop in Vermont, took it all apart and shipped it out here, reassembled it, and then did all the finished work with the stone. Him and his crew, those guys were just, they were incredible to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed this build as much as Brian, myself, and Ralph did, along with Jay and Blake. Those are Ralph's guys, and we had Brian Law somewhere around here. He's way in the back. Those guys did a great job. What are your thoughts there?
It's definitely the best water feature we've done so far, I think. One of a kind, one off, and can't replace it.
I'm a Chevy guy, so I was hooked from the get-go.
Hit that subscribe button. Come on back every week. Fridays, 4 p.m. We're showing you amazing water features and water feature builds. See you on the next one.
See the blood? That means I really care.